Hi, Gaurav. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
We are discussing this total experience currently. It is a strategic priority for organizations worldwide. What, according to you, does this concept covers? And as a CMO, why is it a priority?
Yeah, I think there's been a priority for us for almost, I'll say, before the pandemic. And pandemic accelerated everything because our consumers, we call them our members.
Yeah.
So we've got approximately 2.9 million members. And part of banking, they want to interact with every channel. So we've got a digital channel which is growing. We still have the contact center, the call center where people will call if they have an issue, we try to resolve it. We still have a branch network where people come in and engage. And our employees are the front end center, so their experience also matters. So imagine I, as a member, come to you, and if you have a poor experience, you can't service the member.
Yeah.
So people have ignored employee experience for a while, but I think now it's become a priority that you take these 4 pillars and join it together. Your member being the center, you got your digital channels, you got your contact center, you got your branch network, and essentially your employees servicing them.
Yeah, so you mentioned employee here, and then we have customers, and we have, how does that alignment work? And what, according to you, are the key areas where you need to focus on when you're trying to implement total experience?
So I think we measure almost everything. We have an NPS survey, we get our employee feedback, we get our member feedback through digital channels, we do surveys, so we exactly know what to focus on in terms of the largest pain points. So we tend to deal with the largest pain point first, which impacts the most members. And then we go down slowly and steadily and saying, this is what we need to improve. It's a constant improvement cycle, and with technology it's become a lot easier, but it's always a challenge in terms of what you need to prioritize today and what you focus on tomorrow. But I think that's the cycle we go through. And if we make improvements every day, I think we'll be in a better place.
Yeah, so I'm going to cite HCL Tech's report. We have a recent report coming out on total experience, which states that 75% of organizations are implementing total experience now, and they do take it as a strategic priority. According to you, what trend do you foresee in the coming period, which is going to transform this whole sustainable growth idea?
I think we talked about, like 5 years ago, talk to any marketer, they'll probably use buzzwords like omni-channel, right? So it goes beyond that. Is we have one opportunity to interact with the customer, and if you can delight the customer or the member in our case, you will win. And if you are not able to help them and they are dissatisfied, they're going to tell 4 or 5 other members and saying, hey, we don't like this brand. So I think we have to look at in totality versus channel specific. I mean, how organization grew was you had a digital group, you had a contact center group, you really had a branch network, and then you had somebody in HR taking care of employees. But now you have to be able to join it together. I don't think anybody has figured it out, but we're learning and evolving and saying, hey, can we look at every touch point and then take it from there.
Will you tell us about any particular technology that is completely changing the game when it comes to total experience?
So I think marketing used to be essentially about, I'd say, the marketing technology platforms and data. But last couple of years with OpenAI and Google Gemini, you've seen artificial intelligence taking front and center. And I see a lot of value because a lot of the tasks can be automated. Your creative and content could spin out faster. So one of the challenges is time to market. Is imagine you're running a campaign, it takes, for example, 2 or 3 months. If you can shorten it to about 2 weeks with the help of Gen AI and the right data sets, you could be a winner. So we are looking at it very seriously. I know there are a lot of tools out there, but our framework is all around automation. Can we leverage technology, including AI, to help us be better marketers?
Yeah. Any complexity you face as a CMO when you're like trying to implement the whole concept and aligning it with business goals?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is your proprietary data.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy if you're putting content which is generic and you could doing creatives, very simple, very easy. But when you're leveraging your member data, you don't know where the data is going to reside. So we are a lot more cautious. I think every brand is, we should be. You can't have your entire company data on the internet. So I think that's basically a problem which I think our CIO and our chief data officer are trying to solve for us. And as these solutions become more mainstream, we'll be adopting it much faster than anybody else.
Any advice for financial institutions who are aiming to implement total experience in their agenda?
Yeah, I think stop being in silos. It's difficult. Can you think holistically? Everybody has good intent, but most brands don't put their money where their mouth is. Saying, yeah, we want to do it, it's a good idea, but never gets funded. So if you look at it in totality, I think you'll win. Sometimes you can measure the impact, sometimes you can't. But overall, if you have the right KPIs like NPS, revenue, it'll start showing up slowly and steadily.
Yeah. Before we wrap this up, any closing thought on where this marketing is heading when it comes to total experience? One particular area, focus area where you think everyone need to put their money on?
Yeah, I think it's becoming highly competitive because if you look at the US, where I'm from, you've got 10,000 banks and credit unions.
Yeah.
And people have choices. So if you don't focus on them, your customers or members are going to go somewhere else. I think good for business, it's good for the member, it's good for everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.